Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to a new video. My name is Prince Meyson. Today I'm going to be showing you how to retouch this image using my new Pro Retouching Pack. I'm using Photoshop Beta. That's the new one that has the generative AI. If you don't know anything about it, then definitely just check it out because it's pretty awesome. So the first thing we're going to do today is just remove this right here, and I'm going to be using the generative AI to do that because typically what you do is probably just do hold on. We'll probably just do this, something like that. Probably just add this to it. And what we're going to do on a typical day, or what I typically did, was content aware. And I'll let content aware do its thing. It'll probably take a while, but you guys can see, I mean, content aware is not doing anything that's terrible. I tried to fill this whole thing up and all that, but that's not good enough because what we're going to do right now is just select this whole thing. I mean, we don't have to be perfect, but just select this whole thing. I think I'll just come down here just a little bit more and select everything that's here. Okay, great. Just do a decent job when selecting. Probably just get some of that into. And what I'm going to do is just a generative fill. I'm not going to tell it to do anything. I'm just going to hit on generate. And what's going to happen is that Photoshop is going to do its thing and just, fix that up for us. It takes a little bit more time than the typical content aware fill, but it's really cool what Photoshop is doing with AI. So you guys can see how it's cleaned that up pretty well. I mean, the first one is not bad, the second one is not bad, and that's the thing, it gives you three different options. So you have three different options to pick from. So you have this one or this one, and I think I would probably just go with like number 3 because I like how it has this thing there. It's almost like there's like a painting somewhere that's out of focus. So I think I'll just go with that. And now that I've gone with that, what I'm going to do is just merge everything into one layer because I don't need that anymore. Now to retouch this image, all we have to do is click on our full body retouch because we have our subject. She's kind of small in the frame and it's going to be like a full body retouch. So we're going to click on full body retouch and just let Photoshop do its thing with like the new actions. If you haven't gotten it, definitely check it out. I feel like this is going to change how you retouch and help you retouch a lot better than you're probably used to in the past, and also a lot faster. That's the whole idea. It just gets things out the way a lot faster, and you don't have to spend too much time editing. With this new action pack that I just put out. Links will be in the description below. Definitely check it out and just take your retouch into a whole new level. Okay, so now that we have done this, we have opened all of this, what I am going to do right now is just give me a minute. Let's come here to paint here. Okay, so now that I am on paint here, what I'm going to do is just pick a brush tool, take my flow all the way up to anything between 20 and 30% will work perfectly. And what I'm going to do right now is just zoom into my image. Okay, so now that I have my image zoomed in, what I will do is just paint with a white brush. Make sure it's a soft white brush, right? And I'm just going to paint over this image just like this. Now it might seem like nothing is happening, and it's okay. Seems like that at first, but if we actually zoom into this image and we do our before and after, you guys can see that we have actually retouched the face just by doing this, just by painting with a white brush on it. We're just revealing what the retouch is, right? Okay, great. So I'm just going to paint a little bit more over the face. I'm not too worried about my highlights or my shadows. It's okay. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do for the body is just reduce my opacity a little bit more. My flow, a little bit more, because I'd rather use flow than opacity. And then just paint over her skin, just blend those out, come here, paint over the hands, because we still want it to look really natural. So we don't want to, we don't want to mess that up. So we don't want the skin to look fake. So just paint over the skin. The amazing thing about this is that it just retains all your texture for you. So what I'm going to do right now is just zoom into the face. Since I am done smoothing out the skin, just pick my clone stamp tool, come to high texture, and on the high texture what I'm going to do is just paint. It's just remove basically. So it's just sample and paint with my clone stamp tool just to remove any blemishes that I can see there. Now I'm taking my sweet time with this because typically I'll probably be done with this by now, and just working on any other thing that I have to work on the image. Okay, so great. So at this point, I love how this image looks. Everything is nice and retouched. So let's just put this in the middle here and see our before and after real quick. This are before, this are after. The good thing is you don't have to know micro dodge and burn or frequency separation. You can just get straight to work and get this out of the way. Okay, great. So now that we are done doing this, what I'm going to do is just add some contrast to it by using my auto dodge and burn. And with the auto dodge and burn, what I'm just going to do is pick a soft white brush again. Flow of 12% is fine for this one. And then just, paint over my subject. You can see the before and you can see the after. And with that, I can just come in here and reduce my flow, my opacity, this time, not flow, or increase that for the burn because I want the burn to be a little bit more. Okay, great. So let's see our before and after. The good thing about like the retouching Pro Pack, right, is that if for some reason I feel like I've done too much, I can always open this right here, this folder right here, and just mess around with my opacity till I find something that works for me. So if I don't want it to be too much, somewhere around here works perfectly for me. And that's great. Okay, great. So now we have our image looking really, really good. And I absolutely love the way it looks. One other thing I would like to use here is the dodge and burn action. So I'm just going to, just the normal one, not the auto dodge and burn. And that's because I'm trying to add some highlights to the hair, right? So I'm probably just going to drop my flow a little bit lower than it was before for my brush. So it's still the same thing, still a white brush, and just paint over the hair to just bring out some detail in the highlights, just a little bit more. So I want the highlights there to stand out. I can do a little bit of dodge and burn on the face, just dodge. Again, just to, add some specular highlights to the face, just some specular highlights to some certain places around the face that, I want to stand out, that just makes your image look a lot nicer, honestly speaking. And then burn, the same thing, just add some extra highlights to the hair. And if I want to, I can go in there and just add some to the face too, just to, make the image stand out just a tad bit more. Okay, great. And if any other thing, I have my free eyes and teeth whitening action that you guys can check out. With that, I'm just going to close my folder here, click on my eyes and teeth whitening, probably increase my flow, doesn't matter how much it is, and open this up and just paint over the eyes, just to whiten the eyes, and then I can reduce the opacity to something that I like. What else do we have to do with this image? Apart from color grading it, right? Which I did probably a little bit in Capture One already. One other thing we can do to this image is just do like the Liquify. So I run the Liquify action. I shot this with a 35 and I was, pretty close. If I shot with like any other lens, then maybe like a 50 or something. Probably won't do this, a lot, but I'll probably just reduce the face width a little bit and the jawline, and maybe just bring the chin height up a little bit. Nothing serious. And yeah, that's about it. We are done retouching this image. Typically, it will take you less than 5 minutes once you figure out how to retouch using the Pro Retouching Pack. And generative AI is also pretty cool. It is pretty cool. We can do something really cool with that. Just add something. So I can select this part of the chair and tell the generative AI to add some books. Some books here. And hopefully it picks the tone of the image and just like comes up with something that is pretty cool. So let's see what it's going to come up with. It's going to be cool to see. Okay, so now it's come up with something. That's the first one. Let's see what the second one looks like. That's the second one. Let's see what the third one looks like. And that's the third one. I think on a normal day, I'll probably go with the first one, but I wanted to do something better than this, to be very honest. Feel like it looks nice, but what else would I add there if I wanted to? Maybe a puppy or something. But anyways, that's about it. Probably add some more depth to like the image, but it doesn't look as original as I want it to look. But I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's about it. That is retouching with the Pro Retouching Pack in Photoshop better. And I feel like right now we have so many options for so many things. Creating content is just going to be amazing. Maybe add something here again. You probably just add like I don't know what you're gonna add, yeah, but something cool. But anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to check out the Pro Retouching Pack, I'll put a link in the description below. Definitely go check it out. Like I said, it's going to help you retouch a lot faster. You don't need to understand frequency separation, and you don't need to know micro dodge and burn to be able to use it. It comes with like a full retouching course. It's a short course that you can watch, and also the course is going to be updated, as time goes on, to teach people further how to use the pack. Anyways, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.